Welcome everyone to another session of the Product Management View webinar series. Every Wednesday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, product management professionals can pick up the latest in thought leadership, tips, and tricks.
Welcome to today's Insight webinar, the guidance on product management processes and tools. So some quick introductions. I am the chair today. My name is Stuart Rogers, and I'm a product manager at RIMA. Our panel today includes Jeff Wade from FileNet Corporation. He is the office director for the PMM52 program. We have George Prehatton from Yantra, who is the manager of product operations, and Carrie Dion from Trend Micro. And she is the senior PM operations manager at Trend Micro. So briefly, here's our session overview for today. I will take a few minutes to discuss some key things to think about when defining a product management process. Our panel members will then discuss how they've implemented their process and they received the all-important stakeholder buy-in. So quickly, the first step in developing a product management process is to determine what type of company you work for. There are generally three types: technology-driven, where development typically drives the organization; sales-driven, which is more of a deal-driven, customer, one-off customer-driven decision-making process; and market-driven, where you use market data or market evidence to make decisions for your product. And this process is typically followed by doing a role assessment of the product manager. The product manager is typically responsible for the 4 Ps: positioning, placement, price, and promotion of the product. So the product manager is typically executing 4 tasks on a daily basis. They're acquiring content for their market requirements document. They're managing the feature list. They're coordinating activities for the different functional groups, and then participating in the marketing activities for the product. So the goals of the product management process include ensuring that you have a market-driven approach for the whole product offering, establishing a competitive product offering, ensuring the distribution of that product is in place, and then contributing to effective marketing programs. So I want to take a minute to highlight some of the product management methodologies or frameworks that are available for you. So some of these include pragmatic marketing, zigzag marketing, black blot, life cycle strategies, and the Product Development Institute, and most people are familiar with the Rational Unified process. And of course, there's many others, and you can visit any of their respective websites for more information on that. So at this point, I'm going to hand it over to Jeff Wade so that he can begin his piece of.
Great. Thank you, Stuart. Yes, our program is called PMM52, and we decided to have sort of a catchy acronym for that so that everybody would tend to start living and breathing it on a regular basis. And the acronym actually stands for Product to Market Methodology, and there happen to be 52 major steps in that process, from conceptualizing a product or release of a product to eventually, at the end of its life cycle, performing an end-of-life analysis and execution. So I have been with FileNet for a number of years, done most everything you can do in marketing, and about a year and a half ago, we started something called the Product Lifecycle Initiative, and I was asked to run that program. We initially did bring in some consultant support to help us with a framework for what we were trying to accomplish, and that also helps from a legitimacy perspective in terms of the organization as a whole, buying into the idea that this is needed, understanding that we've brought in some professionals to give us some guidance, and then once they go away and it's left for us to implement and continue to develop, we have that foundation in place. So that was a good idea. The program was actually directed by the Office of the Chief Marketing Officer, but with significant support by all of executive management. So that was a very helpful foundation as well. We did a number of things early on in essentially the first year, using the consultants